Good afternoon, and welcome to another soul session. Your spiritual therapy session. I don't know if you guys feel it yet, and let me see where did it go. There's been a lot of transformative energies going on, and we can thank the solar eclipse that's about to happen on February 17th for lending its energy to bring forth those long awaited transformations. Do not forget, 2026 is a 1 year. It's the beginning of cycles. It's supposed to bring new beginnings, but those of you who were due new beginnings since 2024 and 2023, but had those beginnings interfered with because of jealous friends or siblings, co-workers, people doing root work, whatever reason, whoever stood against you is being dealt with to the harshest extent, to the fullest extent of the law. I keep hearing, and I've been hearing this song since last night, there's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. And before you shed a tear or say, oh, wow, that sucks, or poor job, like we say, right? And we're feeling sorry for someone. Understand that each and every single person right now is facing the repercussions, the consequences, or the rewards of their actions. But for you, chosen one, for you who have put in the work and have done and showed up in the way that you're supposed to show up, those people who came against you, yeah. If you hadn't heard something yet about Kima, Keisha, and Pam and what they've been up to when it comes to plotting on your destruction or trying to get in your way or trying to prevent you from living your happily ever after, trying to prevent union. Hello, let's talk about this, right? Because I'm trying to straighten it up after the last reading, which we're going to talk about after this, right? And I just pulled this out the box and Divine Masculine. Let's see, we had the last set of eclipses in like September, after the energies of the Lion's Gate and the energies coupled with the energies of November, that twin flame energy, right? Anybody who's been trying to prevent union, whether you know them or not, they're going to get touched, because preventing what people don't understand when it comes to love magic. Preventing divine union is not just about, oh, she shouldn't be with him, he shouldn't be with her. And we could go down the reasons people have, right, for not wanting two people to be together. But there's a reason why it's said in the good book that who God brings together, no man shall tear asunder. No man, woman, or child, friend, or foe shall tear asunder. When we go, even if we know for a fact, right, that so-and-so shouldn't be with so-and-so, it is not our job to take it upon us to come in between or attempt to stop what God has set in motion. Because whether two people stay together or not, they have a destiny to fulfill in one way or another. And whenever somebody takes it upon themselves to do root work or love magic, or worse yet, the D word magic, right, to stop two people from getting together, like, it may seem like they're getting away with it, but all of that is noted, all of that is observed, and all of that will be dealt with again to the fullest and harshest extent of the law. I meant to record, because the message for the collective, right, and you've been hearing this, is that February is going to be that transformative month. Of course, we know this, we've known this, and everybody continuously says it because we have a trifecta of magic happening on the 17th. Not only is the 17th breaking down to the number 8, which is the number of karma, which is the number of destiny, which is Saturn's number. And we know by observing Saturn's retrograde, Saturn don't care about your feelings. Saturn's going to shift and move things where they're supposed to be, one way or another. So we have the new moon, we have the solar eclipse, and we have the Chinese New Year all happening on February 17th. All this energy of celebrations and new beginnings in that ring of fire that will be seen, I believe, in the Arctic, right? Someone in the comments, please help me remember if the Arctic is in the South Pole or the North Pole. I want to say it's the South Pole because Antarctica has to be up. I don't remember, but we know that this solar eclipse is going to be visible from the Arctic regions, but felt by everyone since it sits at one of those polar caps, right? That ring of fire not only comes to destroy everything not aligned with the Most High's will, is giving you the energy to move forward. It is, you know, combustion engines, because that's what they're showing me right now. It's powering the engine so that your train, your steamboat, whatever method, your horse, because this is the year of the horse, can take off without hindrance. So even though while recording the message for TikTok, right, it was supposed to have 3 parts and only the middle part withstood whatever digital chaos we have going on. That's the message you guys, I guess, needed to hear. Not to mention this month, Mercury's getting ready to go retrograde. I believe it's the 25th. It's in the messages for this week for those of you who are on my Patreon. That being said, time now is 2:56. We have about a half hour together. I want to get out the general message for the collective and my super fans. I'd like to spend some time with you guys. So if you're a super fan and you'd like a message today, just let me know in the comments and we'll get to it. For those of you who are watching this on the replay, you know how to get a message, right? You know where to find me. And above all things, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for spending this part of your day or your afternoon or your evening with me, the Soul Tribe, and Spirit. That being said, let me get a little more table space. We're going to get angel numbers at the end of the message as well, right? See what the collective needs to know on this Wednesday, right? Today is February. February 4th, Uranus has just gone direct in Taurus. So fixed signs, including Taurus, if you're going through it or if you were going through it, Gemini, Aquarius. Gemini is not a fixed sign, but they're throwing that in there too, right? Because you may have Taurus placements in other areas of your chart. So they didn't want to exclude you, or Scorpio. All of that's clearing up. If you haven't started to see things shifting in a positive direction for you, financially, health-wise, in your love life, is about to happen. It's about to go down. Holy Spirit, what is the vibe on this Wednesday? What is the vibe on this Wednesday? How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? And then we'll get some from the Kipper deck. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on? Thank you. Now, this coming back out because this was part of the reading that was recorded, but it's missing pieces. Disjudication card. People being put under trial for what they've done and haven't done. And then as we pull, we'll use the lovely Awakening deck to get some more clarity on what comes out. They were highlighting the bottom of the deck. When you see the video that did come out, right? I posted it just before going live. You will see the wealthy man was at the bottom of the deck. And I don't know if I just blanked out, but I could have sworn we shuffled that deck. I don't know. I don't know. But the wealthy man coming back out, giving Beauty and the Beast energy. Oh my gosh. Those of you who are looking for a love message about your person, come forward. Come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward. Because immediately when they said Beauty and the Beast vibes, you know how a few lives ago we said that the divine masculines that were struggling with transformation, that were struggling with surrendering to the journey, that were going through the dark night of the soul repeatedly, one dark night after the soul after another, right? They keep going through the shits and not getting it through their head. They are the most stubborn of the bunch. And some of them, yeah, I feel like we got this message towards the end of December. Some of them may not go through their transformation. Some of them are going to have to come back in the next lifetime and try this thing called ascension again. Your prayers, your thoughts, your wishes, um, divine timing. Some of the divine masculines really needed you to walk away, tell them about themselves, walk away, right? Move to another city, get married, right? For them to be like, oh, snap, I'm supposed to be doing something entirely different than what I'm doing now. This solar eclipse, when Spirit says that you're going to see sudden shifts, is going to be a night and day difference. You're going to wonder if this person's even being sincere or if they're telling you what you want to hear. And you can rest assured with this energy coming out so strongly, they're not telling you what you want to hear. They're not trying to manipulate you just so that you don't move on to somebody else, right? They're telling you exactly what's on their heart. That's clarified by the King of Wands. Leader, center stage, controlling, focused, possessive, magnetic, independent, bold. Leo energy. Anybody born on the 13th or the 31st energy. This is the energy of someone who is determined to not only tell you that they changed, but show you. With this Four Swords Libra energy, this is someone in your absence, right? Or while you guys have been having argument after argument and you think they're not listening, they took everything in and now are using what you've taught them to help change them into the person that they are meant to be. They're taking that action. I love that. For those of you who came here looking for a message about your divine counterpart, and you know what? After we get the rest of these cards out, we're going to go ahead and pull one of the soulmate cards to get another clarification. This is a lot. Sit with it, right? Only take what resonates because some of you are too delulu, and that's another story for another day. But back to the general message, because we do love messages on Friday, and today is Wednesday. Messages of concern, clarifying, observer, consequence. Okay. Observer, 4914, 1738. I don't know why I just heard that. But narcissist consequences, observer. You're going to hear about the slow singing and flower bringing. You're going to hear about how justice gets served for everybody and anybody that stood against you. Right? You might even want to pretend to be surprised at this point because you've been getting the heads up that it's coming, but just don't let it disturb your day. You already know what's about to happen. You've gotten dreams about it. You've gotten revelations about it, and it's not your fault. Even if in the throes of anger, you wished XYZ on a particular person for what they did, it's not your fault. You didn't manifest this for them. They manifested whatever demise, whatever narcissist, right? Whatever they did, however karma is showing up for them, they're facing the consequences of their actions, the consequences of lying to not just you, but to others and themselves, the games that they played, and everything that they did that went against what they were supposed to be doing. Further clarity on judication, right? Everybody getting their just rewards. Yin in the reverse plus sipping. Oh, the news is going to come one after the other. You'll even find, like, as you're scrolling on your timeline, you'll hear messages about if you hear that so and so, or, a devastation in a certain area. No, yeah, it'll come to mind who got touched. And it'll also come to mind, right, once you sit and meditate on it, why they got touched in the way that they did. Divine Feminine. One of the biggest messages we've been getting, and I can't help but I'm smiling ear to ear looking at this. Mean female, recharged, daydreaming, flexible. One of the main messages we've been getting, and you've seen it come across your timeline already, that February is going to be a life-changing month. If you needed another confirmation that they're talking about you as well and not everybody else, this is your confirmation, Divine Feminine. And we're going to consider everybody who's been putting in the work as a Divine Feminine. You see this main female and this wealthy man, that we're going to come back to the relationship part of the message. But a lot of people who are or were supposed to be together and are not are going to come together. A lot of people who were supposed to have their relationship ascend to the next level of commitment are going to find that their relationship ascends to the next level of commitment before all of that happens. And the sun is setting on what you know now as your normal. Oh, they didn't want me to say this, but as you prepare for your new normal, Jesus, right? Use this in between time to let go, recharge, breathe, release. Between now and the 16th, not even the 17th, let go of who you need to let go of, what you need to let go of, and hold the visions. Yeah. Because Delulu is the Sululu when done right. Hold the vision of what your happiness looks like and be flexible on how it shows up for you. And lastly, talk about the blessings and the miracles and the serendipity, things happening for you out of seemingly nowhere. A string of good luck starts happening, and it feels like not only the whole universe is conspiring to make you happy, but the birds and the bees and traffic moves out of the way for you, and you go to Starbucks and there's no line, or they immediately know your order and they call you to the front, like everything is going to go swimmingly. This trapped energy feels like once the train gets moving, right? Because they spoke about the locomotive, the steamship, and all of that, right? The combustion engine at the beginning, you're going to be stuck, but not in a negative cycle, in a very positive cycle where you receive good news after good news after good news. You know how in Roman times where the troops, the soldiers would return from battle, they would have this opulent festival prepared for them, laurels and celebrations and things like that. That's the season you're walking into. So while it may look like nothing is happening, everything is happening. Crossing this energy of serendipity. Yep. The fears, the anxiety with the Nine of Swords, put all of that behind you. You're not going through those anymore. Any cycles that you have completed, anything that you need to make peace with it. Any cycles that you have completed, don't go, whatever door you close, don't go back trying to open up thinking you made a mistake. However you came to doing what you did the right thing in the right moment and in the right way. Consequences, 8 of Cups, walking away, desire for more, letting go. Yeah, Boogie. As you hear about what's happening to so-and-so, that's not your problem, right? As you're being delivered from that town, that season, those friends, the people that were holding you back, don't look back. Remember, last year we got the heads up that 2026 is the pillar of salt year, right? If you are coming and somebody comes or something comes to save you, let it, and do not look back. You're not going in that direction anywhere. Anyway, judication and Gemini is coming out twice. Mental prison now, my overthinkers. Stop it. If you're going to overthink about something, think about, where's this daydreaming card? How good life is going to get for you. Just how, Gemini, how beautiful everything is going to work out for you with the lovers. Oh, I love that. It's 2:09, 3:09. We have time. Let's get some love messages, because this is and while I may not come to the actual wedding, I would like to know where the wedding registry is, right? Just, send me the link. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? We're going to leave that right there for now. Let's clarify the lovers. Let's clarify this wealthy man, because in the message that was posted right before we went live, Spirit specifically said that folks in the collective have someone coming in. It could be a new person. It could be an old person coming through in a new energy that's coming specifically to help you. Not only are they going to treat you really, really well, but they're also going to help you manifest your dreams into your reality. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary, that is going to end if you are open to giving someone a second chance or love a second chance. Not through the lens of heartache or heartbreak or all men are this or all women are that, but genuinely giving it the good old college try, right? That's how they say it, right? So you have the best opportunity to manifest a love that fulfills you on every single level. Conflicted, those of you who are still holding on to the pain of ex-lovers, maybe, now this is where we get real. Sometimes love shows up in the way that it does to give you an opportunity to the beef you had with how your parents raised you. Sometimes love shows up, the partners that find you show up to teach you that level of self-love that your parents were unable to teach you for whatever reason. Sometimes because they weren't loved in the proper way, they were unable to love you in a proper way. And we can go on and say, well, they should do this and they should have done that. And yeah, but staying in the land of shouldas doesn't get us very far. When we're called to make peace with our childhood trauma, that part is one of the most critical parts to make peace with. Our relationship with our caregivers, be it our parents, right, or an appointed caregiver, forms the basis of all of our partnerships and relationships, forms the basis of how we interact in every single partnership we have, love, platonic, or otherwise. Just because you may not have had the Disney upbringing doesn't mean that you can't rewrite your story. Any hurts, hangups that you have, please make peace with it now. Because as we've heard before, anything we're holding on to, when that solar eclipse comes through in a couple of weeks, we're going to carry with us for another 9 years. And boo, who wants to do that? Let's get this card chilling in the corner. Return. And that's another nod of second chances. But this time, second chances coming out twice. For those of you who didn't see it the first time. This time it feels like with the determination to get things right. And clarifying the love message that came out with the wealthy man. You got trapped twice, right? You got stuck twice, right? Divine feminine. Divine feminine. What do you want? Right? If you're still caught up in your ex and what they did, and I'm never going to take them back because they did this, that, and that, and I don't want to, they've been with this person and that person, they did that. Okay, we know that. We could go down the line. We've got all the evidence of what they did. Cool. But people can change. Does everybody change? No. Is all change good change? No. Do people change and are sincere about their change every single time? Absolutely not. But we got the message for those of you who it resonates with, that you have someone coming back who is sincere. They're being honest, mind, body, and soul about wanting to become a better person, not just for this relationship, but for themselves, willing to put their past behind them once and for all. This trapped energy, the stuck energy, feels very much like the determination to live that happily ever after, period. To make any necessary changes to bring that about. Spirit keeps saying, with this web of tears, it laid the foundation of what your happily ever after is going to look like. It's not going to be filled with sad tears, but joyous tears of a lot of finally, or I thought this never would happen, or I can't believe this finally happened, right? And of course, the haters are going to be watching, so keep it to yourself until it becomes permanent. Oftentimes, when people are doing the bippity boppity boo, and they get touched lightly as a warning shot, right? So they're still looking at you to see if their work worked. Let them look, let them see, and know in your heart, regardless of what they do or attempt to do, nothing is going to affect you. You are going through your transformation. You have already, your ship, your train, where is it? Where is it? The journey card. Where'd you go? Your train has already left the station. It's already, those wheels have already been set in motion towards your beautiful, fulfilling life. Those things that seemed out of reach, or like they were never going to happen. That person was never going to change. I never thought I could make this much money. I never thought I could get into this school. I never thought, well, welcome to Never Never Land, where all your wishes come true. Keep your mind, right, as you're daydreaming, focusing, right, that this is you. Whether you are a divine feminine or masculine, baby, this is you. You are always destined to have a fulfilling life, right? As a child of the Most High, you too wear a crown, but they tricked you out of believing that you do. Do what's necessary to heal those childhood wounds so that you can receive love in the way that love is meant to be received. Do whatever creative process, therapeutic process, spiritual process. It'll be helpful if you could combine all three to help you process those hurts and become better to receive the love that is coming in for you. Whether it's somebody who's brand spanking new, never met them before, you're going to bump into them at the supermarket. Message, right? Whoever this person is, they're going to hold on to you with every single thing that they've got. And you want to make sure you're able to receive that and not think that it's something other than sincere, devoted love. Prepared to be cherished, adored, honored, respected, supported, and most of all, having the peace that you thought only existed when you put the head on your pillow and went to sleep. That is your message. That felt long. And that felt really long. That's what she said. Miss Nicole, it's okay. Right? Because after we get off the live, we are going to upload it to you know where. This one was really, really good, right? The focus being on love and how the people who are doing the bippity boppity boo, heads up. It's usually around the new moon or the full moon, like clockwork, people do their bippity boppity boo because they harness the energy of the moon, of the cosmic happenings to make their work better. Whether it doesn't matter which form of spirituality you practice, right? We all use the moon and the sun and the transits as a guide intuitively, or we actually read through the almanacs and find out what's happening when and time our stuff to, coincide with what's happening in the cosmos, because as above, so below. So you will see those crazy dreams, those mishaps, those thingamajigs that make you say, now what? What was that? Happen. It's important you make note of it so you can learn how to put the puzzles of the pieces together. Who else is here? Hey, Georgia girl. How are you? Hi, Auntie. How are you? Those of you, I think I may have time to do two messages for anybody who is a super fan, right? So go ahead and request your message. The first two that once I finish scrolling up and scroll back down that I see, I'll pull a card for you. Hey, Amy, how are you? Hi, Eve. Thank you guys for the new follow. Tea with honey. It's with what? Tea with honey. To the front of the line, if you're still here. You've prayed for that a long time. If it is your highest good, for your highest good, it's going to come to you. He's going to come to you renewed, right? Gone through that energy of transformation. Or somebody who is better suited for you will. Now is not a time to use your energy to pray for him to come back, but to consider praying for the bestest love to find you and be everything that you needed to be. Fulfill that vision of love that you have. Because as we've seen, it's coming. That partnership is coming. Expect it. And thank you. I understand you're missing your Virgo. Kim, you are first on the line because I saw you first, right? Arctic is north. Well, wow. Colored me flabbergasted. Marcy! North nodes in Aquarius. So if we're looking at the globe and this energy is coming from the top versus the bottom, which really makes it no difference cosmically, these sudden shifts that blow your mind, like, wow, I didn't even think that was possible, is not only happening on a personal level, like one-to-one, right? But we're going to see global shifts in power happen. Queen Mo, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am. Hello, Cofito. Hello, Paige. Happy-go-lucky. Perfect. All right. I felt like I looked at the clock and it said 3:09. I was like, oh, we have time. And now it's 3:23 and we don't have that much time. So we're going to do Kim. And hi, Super. I'm glad it's your first time here. Well, you know what? We're going to do Kim and Marcy, right? This was extended to the superfans. I realized that And please blame it on my mind and not my heart, because I didn't realize, I know the subscription had ended. Like they did away with the subscription and kind of like kicked everybody out the subscription, the live subscription. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. But I didn't realize that super fans were another type of subscription. Lo siento. My bad. So I was like, you know what? We're going to squeeze in as many as we can each session. And I really plan to squeeze in like 4 or 5. But today's message was a lot, was a bit intense. Kim Divine to the front of the line, if you will. Oh, that Trapped came out in 2 different decks. Second Chance came out in 2 different decks. This is good. Good stuff. And if you're watching this on the replay, well, thank you for making it this far. This is the part where we go through the comments and see who says what and try to help as many people as time allows. So Kim, and then Marcy. I was like, wait a minute, Marcy. That's next week. Oopsies. And again, thank you for spending this part of your day with Spirit, me, and the Soul Tribe. Kim Divine, what is your question? I feel like Mo has a question too. The other Mo. The Alley Mo. Okay. Why are so many people asking to co-host? I rather co-host with my Soul Tribe. KK. Kim Divine, what is your question? A little frankincense and myrrh. After Kim and Marcy, we're going to pull that angel message because I did promise you guys that. You want to know if you and Jay will be able to overcome your differences. Okay? Holy Spirit, please tune in to Kim to reveal what she needs to know in this moment when it comes to her and Jay, and whether or not they'll be able to overcome their differences. So when the other deck split and you had that leakage happen, your guides were coming in at that point to say, 1, you know the answer, and 2, if you need them to say it, no. It feels like with the Magician coming out in the reverse, they're then clarified by the family. It's not a no forever, it's a no right now. You've gotten the message to really focus on yourself, focus on what it is you want, and really leave this person behind. Because if you continue in this energy, that energy leak that's going on right now, even if you think of this person once in a blue moon, that's enough to keep you in an energetic stalemate. We have this beautiful thing called free will, right? We can know that the road to happily ever after requires this, and this, right? And for some, their roads seem very easy and ours look very complicated. We may not want to do all of that. We have the free will choice to decide not to do all of that. And with the magician that came out in reverse, this is someone who is going to give the illusion of, yeah, I'll do that, but not really having the capacity yet to show up. Kim Divine. With the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, this person that you're holding on to. Capricorn energy, Gemini energy, Virgo and Taurus energy, Pisces energy. The person that you're holding on to is still in small energy, to put it lightly, right? We're not going to put all their business out there, but they're definitely not in the energy of wanting to do the work. Cut them off. Remember who you are as the divine feminine and what has been revealed to you since they're highlighting June. Something happened towards the latter half of June. Maybe that third week of June, you had some type of epiphany and maybe doubted yourself. No, it is what it is. Move forward so you can move into your happily ever after, knowing that what is going to be replaced is going to be replaced with something better. Having this almost childlike innocence of knowing that, okay, this happened, better must come. Heavy on the cut-off energy, heavy on them not wanting to do the work. That is your message. Marcy. And I think my 3:30 is on here. Babes, if we could just have 15 minutes, 10 minutes to get out Marcy's message and the final message, the final angel number for the collective. I will definitely give you back your time. Hi, Daisy. Marcy. What is your question, beloved? What is your question? How are you doing, Daisy? Hey, TJ. So we'll see what your guides need you to know. When it comes to what does Marcy need to know? Ooh. What else? Anything else? Would you like to clarify? Or does anything need to be clarified for our lovely, Marcy? Thank you. Well, hey, now we're going to, because this is kind of, above all things, remember who you are. With this Queen of Cups, you have a birthday coming up, no? In a couple of months. Ooh. So, you guys, 88 days before your birthday. The 90 days before your birthday and the 90 days after your birthday is your specific time to really buckle down, focus on what you're trying to manifest, pay attention to the signs, and move accordingly. Those are the moments, right? The 90 days before your birthday, the 90 days after your birthday. Those are the moments where you can see the biggest changes or get hints as to what changes are coming during this current solar return as I look up and see 333 on the clock. For you, Marcy, and anybody else who has a birthday coming up, the 88th day before your birthday is your personal all eyes on me manifestation day. Like when we talk about the 88th day, they always show me someone standing at the podium with the entire cosmic team, angel teams, even the Most High having everybody's undivided attention for a moment. That is your moment to have your wishes be known, to put it out there, right? To put in your birthday request before your birthday comes in. The Queen of Cups, right, reminds you, because when we see Queen of Cups in traditional tarot, she's holding her cup, but her cup is covered, meaning she keeps her feelings in check. See a thing, notice a thing, and move accordingly. Continue to not allow your feelings to get the best of you, because with the information that's coming, they're going to need you to continue to be in this energy that you're in right now or better. All things are pointing towards this house card, right? Suggesting that everything is going according to plan, regardless of what it looks like. Everything is house card, right? Suggesting that everything is going according to plan, regardless of what it looks like. Everything is going. My 3:30 isn't on the live because they just tried to call. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It is okay. We are on Spirit's time. And they should come find me on the live so they know I'm here and I'm ignoring them. Marcy, your person, the work over the past 2 seasons, right? Because they're showing me like September, end of August, was towards building your stability and extinguishing small fires here and there. Do not forget to support your person. Do not forget to put in the work spiritually to help them move from where they're at to where they need to be, right? They are, if they haven't shared with you, they're going through another dark night of the soul, another moment of feeling regret, another moment of woe is me, another moment of, what am I even doing? Because things never get better. Things never work out for people like me. Your person is definitely in Eeyore energy, and it doesn't feel like you could just say to them, babe, it's going to be better. It's all going to work out. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. That's actually going to piss them off more, right? Pray for them. Cheer them up from the other side so they could get back into their King of Swords energy, knowing a thing is a thing, and show up as a better partner for you. They're under mental, spiritual attack. Like these feelings didn't come out of nowhere, that restlessness, this woe is me, the nightmares that has them in their head. And there goes that 33, right? Threes. Oh, Jesus. Mind, body, and soul. Because that came out in the newsletter, right? That mind, body, and soul connection, getting towards that glow. For those of you who didn't read the Patreon message about this week's heads up and the horoscopes, it's up on Patreon. Your person, Marcy, is disconnected from the mind, body, soul connection, and they are asking you, their spirit guides are asking you to just pray for them and support them spiritually so that they can get back into their King of Swords energy, into the energy of knowing that everything is going to work out. April is featured. It's highlighted that this person is going to share something with you that they never have, to let you know that, yes, all the work you've been putting in has been worth it. Hey, Momo. I figured you felt it, right? Because for this to come out the way it did, poverty, toil and labor, head down, right? Imprisonment, head down, right? 9 of Swords, hand on chin. This is somebody they're not doing too good. They're not. And it happens to the best of us. Thankfully, he has a beautiful soul like you cheering for him. All right. Let me get you guys your angel number. And then we will try to go on mañana at an earlier time so that we can get to the rest of the super fans and get a message for you guys, right? Right. 222. Positive persistent, optimistic upwards. The thoughts you have just planted are beginning to grow and take shape. Keep watering and nurturing them, and soon they will break through the ground. Don't give up in the first 5 minutes. Don't give up in the first 5 minutes of the miracle. Your achievements will become increasingly obvious, so keep up the good work. Keep positive thinking, stay affirming, and keep visualizing, right? Going back to that daydream. 2266. Unexpected surprise, improvement, perfection, abundance. There will be a new purchase or additions coming your way. And what's the last angel number for the collective? What is the... Hey, Gina. How are you? Last angel... 2277. Victory is in sight. Perseverance, guardianship, harvest. Getting ready to reap the benefits. Getting ready to reap all that you've sown. Have you recently applied for a new job, school, or loan? These numbers represent good news, and they ask you to continue to persevere and not let your confidence waver. And for good measure, we'll take what's on the bottom as well. I almost screamed, and I remember that some of you guys have headphones in, but we just talked about this. We just said, now my heart is like, Marcy, we just talked about this. Thank you. I got your message, and I thank you for my 3:30. I thank you for your patience and understanding. Oh my God. 333. Luck arrives. Lucky, healthy, kind. The angels are approaching you to let you know that you have their assistance, love, and company. Call upon the angels frequently, especially when you see the number 3 around you. It indicates that some important archangels are approaching you, especially my birthday baddies. If you're within the 90 window of your birthday, whether it was 90 days ago or is 90 days ahead, and you're seeing this, take a moment and say, look, Michael, Gabriel, Zadkiel, Raphael, Lemael, whomever, this is what I want. This is what I need. Thank you very much. Catch you on the other side. But this is absolutely, positively, I'm not even going to mess that. I'm just going to leave that right there. All right. My 3:30 is waiting patiently. So we do have a moment for like 2 questions. If you have any general questions, thoughts, feelings you want to share with the collective, speak now or forever. Hold your peace, or just send me a message or a text later on, whatever. That's what Now, we did say, Marcy, that he's been present a lot more since October. Hi, Northern Bread. I think I got to everybody. I'm just flowing. I love it. Flowing is good, right? Going with the flow is good. Hi, Londe. Well, since you're here, I think they was waiting for you. Because usually I do my very best to keep my appointments, but this live had me caught up. Gemini energy, Taurus energy, Pisces energy. This mental prison you're in is self-inflicted. This goes beyond the hair care business. This goes beyond anything that you've ever tried to call into your life. It starts with you. Regardless of what happened prior to, let's say, January 1st, let's use that as a good reference point. Regardless of who you were, how you accepted life prior to January 1st, you're not her anymore. At this stage of your life, at this age that they're highlighting, right? Whether you're 19 or 90, at this age, you cannot afford to doubt yourself. You cannot afford to doubt your gifts. You cannot afford to understand that you have a whole spirit team, angelic, ancestral, and otherwise, ready and willing to support you. You can say, you know what? I want to buy a yacht. And you don't see yourself on the yacht. Nothing they do to help you will get you on that yacht. You can have this beautiful vision for your business. But if you don't truly believe in yourself, you are allowing yourself to get stalled by your self-handicapping ideas, your self-deprecating thoughts, tying your own hand, letting the what ifs create this mental storm that keeps you from moving forward physically, you're going to stay stuck. Literally, everybody around you knows that you're the empress but you. And when you don't know who you are, you can't manifest, and people will always take advantage of you. They want you to leave that nonsense, that's a strong word, behind. Really take this moment with this Ace of Wands, Empress, and the Fool card that came out all together. And you see, this kid's got a little arrow or something that, he could look at a thing and shoot his shot. And it's not going to miss. Anything you put your mind to is not going to miss. Regardless of how the very same thing worked out for somebody else, that's none of your business. How it's going to work out for you is how it's going to work out for you. Abundantly, exceedingly, unexpectedly. Abundantly, exceedingly, unexpectedly. You're asking a question about your business, but in its success, you have to already envision it. You have to know in your heart of hearts that you're her. So nothing anybody says or nothing that they do can stop you from being her, can stop you from that new start. Look, it actually says being an entrepreneur, that risk taker, taking that leap of faith. But emancipate yourself from mental slavery. And you will find that those hopes and dreams you've been sitting on for months and years manifest almost overnight. The only person standing in your way, the only thing that's standing in your way are these thoughts. Going back to what came out in the general reading, if you're going to overthink about how good it's going to be. Overthink about how many people you're going to serve and be of service to, that you're going to be able to provide great products to and help them on their journey. Think about all the different ways you're going to market and promote and show up for people that need your product. Focus your energy on that, and it's going to manifest, especially come the spring. Don't worry about who's doing what. That has nothing to do with you. We always say in business, right? Regardless of whatever business you're in, you're going to succeed if you put your mind to it. That's why you go to the supermarket. How many different brands of bread do you see? How many different brands of soda do you see? How many different brands of cereal do you see? And they're all eating. They know they belong to be there. They know they have their own market within a market, and they eat. This is your turn to eat. Just get out your head. Hey, Mars. Northern bread. So the answer, Londe, is yes. Just get out your head. I haven't received your email. When did you send it? When did you send it? All of my entrepreneurs, all business gurus say the same thing. Whether you're talking about Warren Buffett, the guy who did Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, the list goes on and on and on and on about these motivational speakers that talk about running your own business. They all say it's a spiritual thing. You can't be a spiritual purpose. You can't be a spiritual person and not have the spirit of entrepreneurship within you. You can't be an entrepreneur without having spirituality within you, because the faith it takes to know that you are her, know that you are him, know that whatever offer you're going to bring to the table is going to be what you think it is supposed to be, literally requires all the faith that you can muster up. Oh my goodness. A couple of weeks ago, I'm going to go digging through my mail and my spam. If you don't hear from me by tonight, text me. Text me. This has been a very interesting live. If anything comes up as you guys go through your day, you're like, wait a minute. And you have a question, just message me or get your own personal soul session or soulmate session, and we'll take it from there. I had to run, but evidently we were waiting for a very special guest with a very special question. And I trust that you will sit with the answer and make the necessary adjustments. And you will always remind yourself of this. Anything the Empress creates. Thank you, Northern Bread. I see it now for forwarding it. Thank you. Anything the Empress or the Emperor creates has to bear good fruit, because you are a good person, right? So your fruit has to be good. All right, my loves. Thank you again for spending this part of your day with Spirit, me, and whoever has a question in the Soul Tribe. You don't need to talk among yourself, but come and ask me, and I will tell you what you need to know. Okay? Love you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. And as always, stay blessed. And this video will probably be uploaded in that other space.